Hi everyone, it's Niamh here. Welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be making mini canvases that are magnetic, so lots of fun. These are 4 magnets. I bought a set, I think there's about 10 in the set actually, from Kmart for about $2. They're just canvas on the front, magnets on the back. Now, I was thinking about it, you could quite easily use advertising magnets and put some of the Dina Wakley canvas tape over the top and make the same really easily. So if you don't have access to something like that, make your own. I just taped them together just so I could paint the background and have it consistent, instead of having little bits and pieces flying all over the place. And it was really easy to paint because it was fairly solid as one big piece. I think I would have struggled a little bit if it was all the little pieces together. Obviously you can do them individually. I just like working in bulk. So I'm starting off with some yellows, oranges, pinks, going into the purples. It's a combination I'm using a lot at the moment, which is hilarious because I'm not a big fan of yellow and orange, and I would definitely not say I'm a pink girl, but I think in artwork I am. I don't know if anyone who lives in Melbourne has ever been, but up near the Princess, Her Majesty's Theatre, there's an Indian restaurant called Daughter-in-Law, and we went there recently and it was all pink and orange inside, and I think that's stuck in my head. So a lot of stuff I've been doing recently has had those colours in it. It just looked beautiful with, you know, big bouquets of marigolds all over the place. So I'm just going in with some stencils now. These stencils are from Stencil Girl, just to add some texture in the background. And I'm using the same colours I've used in the background. So I love doing that because it just gives some subtle texture. It's not in your face. I can still see those colours below, but it's just adding that little bit of texture. To add a little bit of pop though, I am going in with some turquoise, or malachite I think this one is, and just stenciling over the top, just to give a really funky geographic, oh my goodness, geometric pattern over the background, which I really, really loved. And just that colour combination just really pops for me. So when I was finished doing my background, I decided I wanted to make some funky little collages on these, and just have them really sort of snarky as I do. Beforehand I went in with a little bit more pink and added in some stamping, and again, because this is sort of like a mini canvas piece, the stamping went on the canvas really easily. So I'm going through my collage soup mini images. As you can see, I've got a few of them that I've cut out, and seeing what I wanted to do. I've got a real fascination with these little animal-y birdie type things, which I'm loving at the moment, especially these crazy cats. They look wired, which I love. So I'm just going through and trialing a few different bits and pieces out, and I ended up going with the bird on the left hand side, because I love things with crowns and birds at the moment. So once I've done that, I'm just going to glue them straight down. So for those of you who haven't used collage soup before, you can buy the books from Amazon, but she also sells the ebooks, which you can print out. So I think the birds I printed out and the cats came from a book, I think. But the ones I printed out are just on normal printer paper, and they came out as beautiful colours, and glued down really easily. So same with the cats as well. Actually, I think they're all ones I printed because the books are double-sided, so they must be all ones I printed. So you can see the colour is really, really great on them. Once I've glued them down, then I decided I just want to add a little bit more to them. So I love having hats on things, especially animals, just amuses me. So I'm just using some copper paper tape. I'm not sure, I've had this in my stash for a long time. It is actually the pressed copper metal. So I'm just gluing that on. I've cut a little cone hat and a little crown. Then I'm going to go in with my paint pens once I get it working and just outline everything. So again, like any collage I do in my journals, I do the same thing on any other canvas I've got. So adding in extra paint pen or adding in extra colouring just to make it all tie together, I find really, really important. And it also just personalises it a little bit. It just makes it yours. Even though these images are very recognisable as collage soup, I like drawing over the top of them, and it makes me feel a little bit part of the artwork. I know I've done the background, I know I've put them on these things, I know I've put the images together in the way I've put them together, but it's just one of those little things, a quirk I have, so it's something I enjoy doing. So you can see by putting the black around the outside, it just helps pop the images out a little bit from the background. It also gives you that touch of black. With printed images, doesn't matter if it's from a computer, from a magazine, from a book, even if they're designed to be cut out and used, you are never going to get a true black because it's just not going to happen with the inks in the printing process. So if you can add a little bit on, it just helps give you that contrast. Finally, to finish off my little pieces, I'm going in with some Snarky sayings from Natalie May. I think she released these in June. So it's it's an A4 sheet, and it's got 2 A5 sheets on it with Snarky sayings in black and white. Some really good ones, some slightly rude ones, but they're all fun and they're all highly appropriate for many situations. So really, really handy. So I'm just cutting them out and sticking them on. I could have been a lot more precise in how I cut them out, but at this stage it was like 11 o'clock at night and I really didn't care if I had straight lines or not, because it was just going to add to the quirky. So once I'd finished cutting them out, I then decided to edge my magnet pieces because at the moment they had sort of a raw cardboard feel to them, and I just wanted to have it look finished. So just use a thick marker, permanent marker, and went around all the sides. Usually on cut pieces like the quotes, I would also do that. I didn't in this case because it laid down fairly flat, but usually I would. The other thing was I didn't seal over the top of these, and you certainly could put a bit of varnish. You could add a coat of gel medium to it. Up to you. I decided not to, and they've been pretty sturdy on my dishwasher. They haven't got too dirty and they're all still in one piece, so totally up to you. But they're just a really fun thing to do. They look great on the front of a birthday card that someone could then take off and stick on their fridge as well. So it's a great way to share your art with other people. So I hope that inspires you, and until next time, bye for now.